Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is an upcoming episode of Every Girl's Dream, and this is how Devraj's father was able to escape from the room that Jayama kept him, all because of Krisha, of course. Then it comes in front of everyone, and everyone were shocked to see that Devraj's father is alive and he has been living in that palace since all these years, and they did not know. Please keep watching. Vamika and Jayama comes to the basement of the house where Devraj's father is locked. Vamika says we wanted Krisha to leave that room because Krisha could hear Devraj's father's screams from there. Jayama says we had to make Krisha believe that she is hearing ghosts so that our secret will be intact. Jayama tells Vamika that Maharaj tried to run away from me, so I had to lock him in the house so nobody could find him. She feed him food and says Devraj is like you. He has decided to give away his wealth to charity, which will work for me. I will make you meet your son soon. That will be your first and last meeting with Devraj. Devraj asked Krisha if she felt bad that he did not discuss it with her before taking a decision. Krisha says, when you think about others, then I feel proud. I don't care if you have this wealth or not. I just need you. Suddenly, someone attacks Devraj and he dies. It all turns out to be Krisha's dream, and Krisha wakes up and rushes to Devraj. Krisha tells Devraj that I saw a bad dream about you. Devraj says I am fine. He says you have a fever. I will call a doctor. Krisha says just stay with me. Jayama tells Vamika that once Devraj signed these papers, then he would have all his wealth and power. Nobody would be able to stop me. Jayama says, I used to wait for when I would take my revenge on this family, but today I will fulfill it. I will make Devraj meet his father, but it will be his last day too. Vamika says we should add Krisha's name to the hit list. I want to kill Krisha. Jayama says you are my daughter, so do what you want. Devraj tells Krisha that I feel like my father will be proud of me today. Krisha says I am sure. Devraj gives Krisha medicine and says I have to go and sign the papers for the charity. Krisha says I am just worried, so can you sign it tomorrow? Jayama comes there and asks Devraj to let them go and sign the papers for the charity. Devraj says, can I sign it tomorrow? Jayama asks why. Devraj says Krisha feels that today is not a good day. Jayama says to Krisha that Devraj is going to do a good thing and you are stopping him, and Jayama talks rudely to Krisha. Jayama tells Devraj that I can send the lawyer back, but what would I tell them? That Krisha is not feeling good about today? Devraj says I should do it today. Krisha gives the Lord's idol to Devraj and asks him to take care. Jayama takes Devraj to his father's photo and says he will be proud to see him like this. Devraj says I wish that my father will be here with me today. Jayama thinks I will make you meet your father today, but you both will die. Maharaj is locked in the basement and he tries to run away, but he is tied with ropes. He bangs his head on the wall for someone to hear him. Krisha goes to the washroom in her room and hears the banging. She is scared and she says I must be imagining all this. She sees things rattling in the washroom and says it is not my imagination. There is something going on for real. The lawyer meets Devraj. He shows the papers to Devraj and says all of your wealth will go to the party for charity. Devraj is about to sign the papers. Kash asks Devraj to at least read the papers. Devraj says Jayama has read the papers already and I trust her. Jayama tells Devraj that you should read the papers once. Devraj looks at the papers. Jayama thinks I just hope that Devraj signs the papers soon. Krisha is searching around in her room and she finds the window at the back. She keeps hearing banging noises and she jumps from the window. Krisha finds a door leading to the basement. She opens the door and she is about to find Maharaj there. Krisha is going towards the basement where Maharaj is. Vamika is at the basement and she tells Maharaj that you can keep banging your head on the wall all day, but no one will come to save you. Vamika tells Maharaj that it is a big day for you as you will meet your son Devraj. I will go and bring food for you. Krisha enters there and asks if anyone is there. Vamika is shocked and she says, Krisha. Devraj signs the charity papers. Jayama tells Devraj that we should go to the temple and take God's blessings. Devraj nods and he leaves with her. Krisha opens the basement room and finds Maharaj tied there. She is shocked and she asks, who are you? And she opens his ties. The driver comes to Devraj and says, your driver is sick, so I have replaced him for today. Jayama says we are getting late, so let's go. Devraj started leaving, but he says, I think we should take Krisha as well. Krisha is helping Maharaj and Vamika comes there and she is about to attack Krisha, but Maharaj shouts, so Vamika runs away. Krisha also gets scared and she also runs away from there. Maharaj is free and he runs from there too. Devraj and Jayama comes to his room and looks around for Krisha. Devraj sees a window open and says, what is going on? Krisha runs and jumps from the window. Jayama is shocked. Maharaj is running and he enters the room too. He is screaming and crying. He comes to the lounge. Kash shouted, who are you? Maharaj looks at him and says, I am your brother. All the family member comes there. Ugra says he is my brother. Kash tells Devraj that he is your father and everyone are shocked. Maharaj is in bad condition and he says, please don't beat me. He is shivering and he crossed to a corner. Devraj is shocked and he sits near him. Ugra cries and says, my brother. Devraj says, my father. Maharaj cries and says, don't beat me. Devraj says, why will I beat you? I am your son. I just want your blessings. Jayama looks on. Devraj says to Maharaj that I am your son, Devraj. Maharaj smiles and says, really? But he faints suddenly. Devraj says, we have to call a doctor. Jayama thinks that Krisha destroyed my plan. The doctor checks Maharaj and tells Devraj that he is very weak. He needs rest and love. And the doctor leaves from there. Devraj sits with his father and recalls everything they've done together in the past. Jayama thinks I would have to pretend now. Jayama says I cannot believe that he was in this palace for years and we never knew. Jayama asks Krisha that how did she get to Devraj's father? Krisha says I was hearing voices and I entered the basement. I found him there. Devraj tells Krisha that I found my father because of you. Thank you. He says my father was locked in a basement for years and I did not know. I am sorry for not being able to help him. Krisha tells Devraj that it is not your fault. The person who locked him there is at fault. Devraj breaks things in anger and says, I won't spare the person who did this to my father. I won't forgive that person. Krisha says we would find the culprit and let them pay for it. Krisha says to Devraj that we will give so much love to your father that he would forget the pain. Jayama leaves from there. Jayama is breaking things and she tells Vamika that I was waiting for years to take my revenge. I wanted to kill that father and son in front of each other, but I couldn't because of that Krisha. Jayama tells Vamika that I tried so much for Krisha to leave that room, but she did not. We have to kill Krisha before anyone else. Vamika says, what if Maharaj wakes up and tells the truth to Devraj? Jayama says I have given him so much injection that he will not be able to say anything. Vamika tells Jayama that if Devraj finds out about us, then he would not spare us. Jayama takes out her gun and says, what if that oldie gets killed? Vamika looks on in shock. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching. So I'll make sure to drop the next update very soon. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.